Game number 2 between Strelok and Tefel in today's Go4SC2 number 431. Second game is going to be played on Nimbus, with Tefel spawning in the lower left position and Strelok taking up residence in the lower right. Now, in terms of spawn positions, I'd say this is favorable for the Terran player, because if you take a look at the third and where you would take it as a Zerg player, I mean, naturals are not the issue, right? You just take the natural here because it's in base, so to speak. So both players will likely open with a fast expand play, take their naturals, but then as a Zerg player, which third do you take? This one or this one? This one is further away from your opponent on the minimap, but it's also the one that is more vulnerable to attacks from the north via these ramps. And it's also too far away from your ramp to defend effectively, at least in the early portions of the game, because the creep will take a long time to spread all the way up there. Now, if you take this third, then you're pretty much expanding towards your opponent, and this will be attackable from the right, from the top. Also, the Terran player can split up his forces, and you know, if he can manage to make a staging point right here, then he can make a choice: do I attack the third, or do I go up the ramp and make a run by into your or a pass at your main base? So just because of this, I would give the edge a little bit to Strelok. And Tefel, interestingly enough, builds his second base at the third, so that he can build the third here inside. Now, one reason for this could be that Tefel knows that this base is likely to come under attack quite a lot. So he's like, okay, I'll probably not be able to hold on to this later. So if I mine this first, and these geysers, if I start mining these first, then later on, if I take my third here, I'll still have a 2-base economy in the very least, and access to those 2 geysers if I ever lose this base. And I'll have that access for a longer amount of time, because they've not been mined for as long as the third was. So Tefel finds his opponent, Strelok, this time around opening slightly differently. And this was a command center first into barracks and a gas. So probably a Hellion follow-up. Tefel, of course, opening with a pool first into his hatchery, gets 100 gas for the link speed and pulls the drones off. So he's going to try to take a quick third base around the 6-minute mark if he can help it, devoting all of his minerals into queen production and drone production. These Hellions once more are going to probably start being a pestilence to Tefel at around 6:30 to 7 minutes, maybe roughly 7 minutes, I'd say, maybe 7:30 even, since you know this was. There's the starport. Maybe this time around Strelok will even... Oh, wait a minute. Third command center, second gas, yeah. So, if I see a... There we go. If I see a tech lab, I was about to say, Strelok probably going to follow this with cloaked Banshees. Banshees are pretty good on this map. They can go from multiple sides to harass the main and natural of the Zerg player. They can also harass the third over here. Zerg players sometimes have difficulty dealing with this, and not only Zerg players, also Terran players and TVTs. So pretty much a scouting Hellion for Strelok. Probably will end up losing it. And there's the second one. Nice creep spread by Tefel. And Strelok getting that cloak and a second factory as well. We have a lair on the way for Tefel. This time around, interestingly, no roach warren at all. Just getting lings. Is going to try and go for that quick spire. Skipping evolution chambers as well. Now this could bite him a little bit later on in the game because... Oh, there we go, double evolution chambers, but I'm waiting for that spire to see it as well, now that the lair is done. Alright, so Strelok is going to try and go in with this Banshee. There's no detection over here at the natural, so he may be able to get a couple of kills. There's one queen only. We have an overseer being morphed, but until that time, you know, this Banshee can get quite a lot of kills. There we go. And now with the overseer, the queens can start working away at that Banshee, but no doubt it will be able to get away. Oh, actually, it did not get away, but at the same time, we have a run-by with the Hellions. All in all, 7 workers killed, and again, Tefel is paying the price of trying to shoot for a high tech almost too quickly and underestimating the defenses against Strelok. GG! Quick GG out of Tefel, losing too many workers.